So I want to ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why some people are always in a fun-loving attitude, they exude confidence, and they're able to achieve whatever they set their minds to? While for others, they struggle to have any of that, despite how deeply they crave it, or despite how much time and energy they spend listening to Tony Robbins, David Goggins, or all these other super achievers who seem to have it all. What's the secret ingredient that separates the conquerors who crack the code to becoming the best possible version of themselves from the trapped string beans who let their potential rot away? Well, I'll let you in on a little secret. It's strictly because of one thing. And if you aren't in an alpha state of happiness, confidence, and ultra productivity, then it's likely because you've been neglecting this one thing. So what is this one thing? It is the correct programming of your brain. You see, you have two parts of your brain. You have the left or conscious mind, and then you have the right or subconscious mind. Now, 90 to 95% of the decisions you make in your entire day, they're actually made with your subconscious mind. And to really exemplify this, have you ever been driving home? Let's say after work, you're driving home and then you zone out for like 5 or maybe 10 minutes. And then all of a sudden you zone back in and you're back at your destination. Well, if so, you're probably like, well, how did I get to my destination? I was zoned out the whole time. And the answer is because of your subconscious mind. But you also might be wondering, how did my subconscious mind get me there? And the answer is through your habits. Now, when you tell yourself that you're going to change your actions and behaviors to produce a specific outcome or to improve yourself and improve your life, you're using your conscious mind. But you've already programmed your subconscious mind to not do those actions and behaviors. So basically, you get into something that I call the brain battle. You have your conscious mind over here, and it's telling you to create the change. And then you have your subconscious mind over here, and it's telling you not to make the change. They're contradicting each other. Now, which do you think wins that battle? Yep, your subconscious mind or the habits it has created. And that's why you always fall back into your old patterns and ruts, despite how badly you want to create that change. And look, trust me, I know all about that story. You see, when I was 21 years old, I was stabbed in the arm, chest, and throat by a chef knife. And the chef knife, it's one of those ones where the blade gets bigger, closer to the handle. You know what I'm talking about, right? Well, it went extremely deep in my arm. It punctured my lung, and it went halfway through my throat. I should have died. But instead, I woke up 7 days later, and while I was grateful to be alive, it felt like I had lost all sense of who I was. All my muscle from years of weightlifting vanished into thin air. My energy levels, they were depleted like a lake in the summer. My confidence, it disappeared like a quarter in a magic show. And I simply just felt like a lesser version of myself. And once I got to this point, I found that I had constant negative thoughts and self-doubt bouncing around in my head, and they deleted my self-worth and my self-love. But still, I had this burning desire deep inside of me to become the person I'd be proud of. To become the man who proves to himself and the world that he can accomplish his dreams, his desires, and his ambitions. So I made a game plan to get me back in control of my life, to become powerful again. But every single time that I started making progress towards my goals, I would end up falling off my word to do the things that would improve my life. And that made me feel even worse about myself and who I had become, and ultimately about where my life was going. That is until I discovered the secrets of brain science and transformational psychology that fortified my mind into a weapon as powerful as a nuclear bomb. Simply put, I found techniques to rewire my brain into a powerhouse where I stick to my word effortlessly and where I just did the things that would improve my life, improve how I felt about myself. But this was just the beginning. Because not only did I boost my productivity, but my happiness and confidence launched up like a NASA rocket. I simply became unstoppable. That's when I realized I had acquired the mind of a conqueror. Now look, fast forward 4 years, and here I am in front of you in this exact moment, running a business around my passion to help ambitious men like you become conquerors, who take what they want in life. Not to mention that I have my dream body, boundless energy, and the cognitive function of the kind limitless. Now, I know what you're thinking, well, sounds good for you, Adam, I'm glad you have all this stuff. But I don't tell you this to brag, but I tell you this to show you that I've been where you are at right now, and I've escaped that place. And now, I'm in an alpha state of happiness, confidence, and capability. And I actually got to this state because of the New Era of Health 3-step system. It correctly factors in evolution, biology, and psychology to rewire your brain and genes so that you become the man you always imagined you'd become. The man who looks in the mirror and is proud of who he sees. So, with all that being said, right now you have two choices. The first being you can choose to ignore this video and keep living the same life you've been living, where you strive to produce excellence, but ultimately land back right where you started, feeling underaccomplished, weak, and frustrated. Or you can click the link around this video to uncover the hidden secrets of evolution, biology, and psychology to become a conqueror who takes absolute control of their emotions, productivity, and what they can accomplish. Now, before you decide which route you're going to take, let me ask you a question. If you're already feeling bad about where your life is, how are you going to feel in 1, 2, or even 3 years from now if you're still in the same exact place? Is that decision to stay stagnant helping you get to the life you want? Or is it keeping you cowering in fear? Now, I hope you chose that second path to become a conqueror. And if you did, then what I want you to do is click the link around this video to learn more about the New Era of Health 3-step system.